For years now, people have been asking us to come up to the Northern Territory and experience the red-hot barra fishing this part of the world has to offer. And the one name that keeps cropping up is Shady Camp, a relatively small freshwater billabong with a fearsome reputation about an hour and a half out of Darwin. So today, all freshwater?
All freshwater. It's actually not quite all freshwater. This is a freshwater billabong, but just around the corner there's a little creek, and because we're on a new moon at the moment, it's a big tide. It's a 7 metre tide today, so we're actually going to get salt water pushing into the billabong.
Having never fished here before, the first thing I did was get a hold of Shane Pendlebury from Darwin, BCF, who in turn teed up a mate of his, Justin Jones from Obsession Charters, a gun local operator with more than a few Barra Classic and Barra National titles to his name. Got him on! Now, do I steal that off the guy?
So this is pretty much our first barra for the day. We've only been trolling 30 seconds.
That's not fair. He's got a control in one hand.
And like all fishing, what you want to do now is make sure your rod's bent, your line's tight, and everything should be good. Same thing, keeping your rod tip down gives you a lower angle, and hopefully they won't jump as much, because the best chance of losing a fish is when he's actually jumping. So he's just about...
Scotty just says, welcome to
Nice.
Justin! Beautiful. It's worth pointing out that while Shady Camp is famous for its barra, it's also quite infamous for crocs. In fact, they reckon this is the biggest population per square kilometre in the southern hemisphere for both fresh and salties. But as long as you keep your eyes open and give them a wide berth, you shouldn't have any trouble.
A lot of the barra are under these lilies. You've got to get as close to the lilies as possible.
Oh, got him on! Got him on!
We're on.
Oh, he's a nice one too!
He's a good fish.
He's a nice barra. Wait for the loader. Oh, whoa, whoa, Scotty!
A lot of people think in Darwin, it's the dry season, the water's cold, you don't catch barra, but
have a look at this
second
bloke.
run of the day.
Look at this bloke, yes!
2 runs, 2 fish.
How's that? 1 run up, fish. 1 run back, fish.
You know when the fish are hungry, when they inhale the lure right down.
Have a look at that little classic.
Can't even see that.
Gone. If you are planning a trip up here, remember different state means different size restrictions. 55 centimetres is the legal minimum size in the territory, unlike Queensland where it's 58.
He's only a little fish.
If you want more specifics about this area, then your best bet is to get into the Darwin BCF and chat to one of the in-store anglers. So not a bad tip for people travelling up here. Maybe you don't need to bring all the gear with you. Wait, speak to you guys who know the area and go from there.
Yeah, and like there's so much gear that they don't need to, really don't need to bring their gear up. And a lot of time the gear that they do bring up, it's all a little bit undersized anyway. Put them in their hands a bait caster and bait cast the rod and a couple of lures, some good classics and gold bombers, send them off, and then usually you hear from them again in about a week or so and they come back.
Do they come back bragging and smiles on their face? Being such a small waterhole, only a few kilometres in length, don't be surprised if you come across other anglers trolling around the same area. But what might surprise you is who you'll come across. Take this bloke, for example, wearing what would have to be the best fishing costume I've ever seen. Hey, fancy hear me up here fishing in Darwin. Hamish bloke, mate, how are you?
Great to meet you. It's, welcome to my office. Good to have an amateur come up and experience life. We'd like to keep it a bit of a secret up here, but you're welcome.
And what's going on with the get-up?
Well, this is a lot of different lures, obviously for different fish, or
just if you want to catch a train.
Now, although I can't guarantee you'll be able to find all of Hamish's gear at your nearest BCF store, you can get everything else you need for fishing from your local area. And if you are looking at getting onto a boat up this way, then Justin's definitely the man to talk to. Whether you're fishing the fresh, the salt or the legendary NT runoff, give him a call to talk times, tackle and tactics. If you'd like more details on anything you've seen today, dates, locations, phone numbers, even recipes, jump online or contact the office for a fact sheet. Or if you're keen to spend a day with me fishing out of Lucinda, then log on to my website, hookupwithscottyhillier.com.au for all the details. How good's this been? We have had an awesome day. There's not many places in Australia you can be catching barra, hooking them up, and you've got crocodiles just lined up along the bank. It's been unbelievable. I know it's taken us years to get up here. It definitely won't be taking years to get me back up here and fishing again. That is Creek to Coast for today. Hope you've enjoyed it. Stay safe. Have a great week. Bye for now. You've just got to be on your toes because I'm a big man. Look at this crocodile right here all day.